afternoon's beginner's class. Let's get right in. Sit in cross-up position and sit on a block if needed. We'll stay in this posture for a few minutes so you may find the most comfortable posture for yourself. Place your palms on your knees with the palms facing up. Close your eyes. Focus on the present. Sit up straight from your sitting bone and lengthen your spine. Roll your shoulder back and relax your shoulder. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Relax your facial expression and release the tension in between your brows. Scan through your body from head to toe and notice your body's condition today. Take a few deep breaths here. For those who are joining with me in this room, this will be our last practice together as trainees. Time really flies, and these 2.5 months pass in the blink of an eye. In life, we always want to find shortcuts and easier ways out. However, through the training, we know that we can never reach and achieve something good via shortcuts. We gotta put in our dedication and hard work, be patient, and enjoy the process. And we will eventually reach where we want to be. Transformation is a big word, but I think everyone here today can really feel the transformation in our body and our mind. We all have different forms of takeaway from the training. Some of us come for asanas practice, but we walk out with more than just a stronger body. We find a teacher in ourselves. Muscle pain will go, but this experience and the takeaways will be an imprint in our life. Throughout this training, we gotta thank Master for his selfless sharing and patient guidance. We thank him for encouraging us to reach a little higher and push us to go a little further every time. We thank him for being a role model for us. Next, we thank our co-trainees. Precious friendship is definitely a bonus from this training. We share happy moments and stressful moments together. Our paths crossed at this training and the impact we have on each other will be everlasting. Lastly, we thank ourselves for taking a leap of faith in joining this training. We put in dedication and hard work, and every hour we put in this training, we are doing it for ourselves and for the betterment of ourselves. Remember this feeling, set the intention right for the next hour of practice, for the rest of the day, and for your future self to face new challenges ahead. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. We will do 30 strokes of Kapalabhati here. It is normal breathe in through the nose and forceful breathe out through the nose with a forceful contraction at your abdominals. This is a good pranayama practice to quickly generate heat in your body and get the energy flowing. Take a deep breath in and begin. Return to normal breathing when you're finished. You should be feeling a wave of heat inside your body now. Bring your palms to the heart center We'll do one chant of Om. Rub the hands together and cover your eyes with your palm. Feel the warmth in your palms. And bring the palms to the heart center. Namaste. We'll get started with today's practice. So if you're on a block, please take away the block. Place your hands on your knees. We'll do some neck rotation here. So bring your chin to your chest, to the right, to the back, to the left, and to the front. Repeat a few rounds here at your own pace. And stop at places where you feel you need more stretch. Relax your shoulders. And slowly come back to center. And then we'll reverse. So bring your chin to your chest again. To the left. To the back. To the right. And to the front. Repeat at your own pace. Feel the stretch at your neck and your upper trapeze. And slowly come back to center. Then we'll do our first child's pose of the day. So open your knees as wide as the mat. And sit at your heels. Lengthen your body in the front. And place your forehead and your elbow on the mat. Sink deeply on the mat and surrender yourself to the ground. Feel a stretch at your back and feel grounded here. You can come up to this position anytime throughout today's practice if you need some rest in between. One last breath, breathe in and breathe out. Then we'll come up to all fours position. So bring your palms underneath your shoulder and your knees underneath your hip. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow here. So inhale, arch back, gaze up. Squeeze your scapula together and tailbone up. Exhale, round your back, navel in, chin to chest, look in between your knees. Feel the scapular protraction here. Inhale, arch back, look up. Press firmly against the mat. Exhale, round your back, navel in. Push away from the mat. Inhale, gaze up, arch back. You should be only moving your spine here without bending your arms and your elbows. Exhale, round your back, navel in. Last one, inhale, gaze up. Arch back, squeeze your scapula together, and exhale. Round your back, chin to chest, and protract the scapula. Next, we'll do some thread the needle here. So come back to neutral position. Inhale, raise right arm up and gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left armpit. And place your right shoulder underneath. And place Open up the shoulder more. And if you can, look up to the ceiling. Gently place your left palm next to your head and push back up to neutral or false position. And then we reverse. So inhale, raise your left arm up overhead and gaze up. Exhale, thread it underneath your right armpit. Place your left shoulder and your head on the mat. Again, you can do your own hand variation here. Remember to open up your chest and feel the stretch at your shoulder. Keep your hip on your knees in one line. One last breath. Open up more. And gently come back. Bring your right palm into your head and push back up. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, push your hip up to our first downward facing dog of the day. Keep your tailbones up to the ceiling. Push away from the mat. You can walk the dog here. Bend your knees one by one. Feel the stretch at your hamstring. And push away from the mat more. You can tilt your hip side to side to feel more stretch. And if you're ready, ground your heel down firmly on the mat. Push once again and lift your tailbone higher. And slowly walk up in between your palms. And roll up to standing position. Inhale, raise arms up overhead, interlock the fingers, and with index fingers pointing to the ceiling. Exhale, bend to the right, feel the stretch on the left side of the body. Keep your weight evenly distributed in between your feet, and keep your hip in the midline. Lengthen the left side of the body more. Inhale, once again, lift up higher and push the right scapula forward and open up your chest. Exhale, come back to center. We'll reverse and do it on the other side. Exhale to the left. Lengthen the right side of your body. And turn your left shoulder blade forward. Open up your chest more. And keep your hip in midline. One last push, inhale. Lengthen your index finger more towards the ceiling. And exhale, come back to center. And bring your palms in heart center.
Come to the top of the mat, feet together, arms in front of heart center. One deep breath before we start our sun salutation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Palms between your feet. Inhale, right leg step back. Gaze forward into runners lunge. Exhale, left leg step back into downward facing dog. Check that your palms are shoulder width apart. Index finger facing forward. Fingers spreading wide. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Shoulders above your wrist. Exhale, lower down, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, roll shoulders back and down into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Send hips up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg step forward between palms. Exhale, left leg follows. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, palms in front of heart center. Other side, inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Arms next to your feet. Inhale, left leg step back. Look forward. Exhale, right leg back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Protract your scapula. Exhale, lower down, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, throw shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, lower down, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg step forward between palms. Exhale, right leg follows, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up. Exhale, palms in front of heart center. Feeling warmth in our body. Let's take 3 deep breaths here before a variation of the sun salutation. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Last inhale together, exhale. Inhale, arms up, bend knees into chair pose. Shift the weight to your heels, feeling light at your toes. Hug inner thighs together. Target to have your thighs parallel to the ground. Navel in, tailbone tuck. Exhale, palms in front of heart center. Inhale, take a twist to your right side. Press your left upper arm into your right outer thigh. Right palm pressing firmly into your left palm. Twist from the trunk and open your chest up further. Gaze towards the ceiling. Very nice, guys. Exhale back to center, fold forward. Palms next to your feet. Inhale, right leg step back. Heels up, come up, arms up into high lunge. Send your right hip forward, left hips back. Keeping your right quadriceps strong to send your right leg straight. Shoulder blades away from each other. Exhale, palms on the mat. Left leg step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Protract your scapula. Posterior tilt, tucking your tailbone down. Lower down 90 degrees into chaturanga for 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Belly on the mat. Feet hip width apart. Arms in cactus. We'll be doing 5 rounds of locust lifts. Inhale, arms up, chest up, legs up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, 2 up. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, 3 up. Squeezing your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. 4 up. Strong back, strong legs. Exhale, lower down. 5 up. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Very nice. Palms next to your chest. Inhale, slide forward, roll shoulders back into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, sending hips back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg step forward. Come up, arms up into high lunge. strong and straight. Exhale, palms on the mat. Left leg step forward, fold forward. Inhale, come up, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, palms in front of heart center. Other side. Inhale, arms up, bend knees into chair pose. Look down and check that you can still see your toes, or else draw your knees backwards. Again, keeping your heels heavy, toes light. Exhale, palms in front of heart center. Inhale, take a twist to your left side. Pressing your right upper arm into your left outer thigh. Your left palm pressing into your right palm firmly. Revolve upper ribs backwards and bottom ribs forward. Continue to open up your chest, eyes gazing towards the ceiling. Exhale, back to center, fold forward. Left leg step back. Inhale, come up into high lunge. Draw shoulder blades away from each other. Tucking tailbone down, navel in. Bounce on the mat. Right leg step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Hug your elbows in. Protraction on your scapular. Lower down into 90 degrees chaturanga. And then all the way down, belly on the mat. Extend your arms in front. We'll be doing a Superman here and feet together. Locust lifts for 5 rounds again. So getting stronger. Ready? Inhale, arms up, chest up, legs up. Exhale, low down. Bring feet together. Inhale, chest up, arms up, legs up. Hugging inner thigh, straight legs. Exhale, low down. 3 up. Strong back, strong legs. Exhale, low down. 4 up. Try to get your chest 1 inch higher. Exhale, low down. Last one. Inhale up. Holding here for 5. Keep it strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Great job, guys. Arms next to your chest. Inhale, slide forward, roll shoulders back into cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg step forward between palms. Right foot follows, fold forward. Inhale, rise up all the way, arms up. Exhale, draw your palms in front of heart center. Take 3 deep breaths here.
So we will be doing ascending sequence together. Be mindful for the gaze. Gaze at one point for all the standing pose. You will be more stable and balanced. Be mindful for the breathing. Do not hold the breath. Keep breathing. Take it steady and slowly. Also, if you feel uncomfortable with any posture, feel free to let go and take a rest, and you may get in anytime. So let's start. Inhale. Shift the weights to the left leg. Hold the right knee towards your chest. And we may stay here for 5 seconds. Left leg strong. Lengthen the spine. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Another side. Transfer the weights to the right leg. Hold the left knees towards the chest. You may keep this form, or if you would like to challenge yourself, you may release to support the hand. Right leg strong and straight. Torso, lengthen the torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. So let's do a triples together. Back the weights to the left leg and use your right hand to grab the right ankle. Place it to the inner thigh of the left leg. Left leg is strong and straight. Lengthen the torso. Move the right knee backwards. Move the right knee backwards to the hip. And for the hands, you may place it in front of the heart or raise up to the ceiling. Or you may have a side bend with the interlocked fingers. Gaze fronts. Keep breathing. Back to the center if you're in a side bend. Release from the pose. Change side. Weights on the right leg. Use the left hand to grab the left ankle and press it above the knee joint or below the knee joint is also fine. Turn the left knee backwards to the hip. Right leg is super strong. Keep the balance. And you may have your own hands variation now. You may, in a prayer position, extend the arms up to the ceiling or have a side bend with the interlocked fingers. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Back to the neutral if you are in a side bend. Release from the pose, shake off the legs, and you may take 3 breaths here. Transfer the weights to the left and use the right hand to grab transfer the weights to the left, and we will go into Warrior 3 by extending the right leg slowly with control and lower down the torso to the front. Left leg is strong and straight. Focus on the ground leg. Inhale, extend both arms to the front, forming a T shape of the body. Exhale, take a big step back and come into a high lunge. Right leg is strong and straight. Square the hips by moving the right hips front and turning the left hip backwards. Navel in, ribs in. Inhale, extend the arms up to the ceiling. Lengthen the torso. Exhale, lower down by bending the front knee furthermore. Exhale, place both arms in front of the feet and send the left leg back to the 3-leg dog. Bend the left leg, open the left hip, engage the glutes, and you should feel more on the right hamstring now. Left leg step between the palms and comes up to Warrior 1. Right heel down and turn it to 45 degrees. Back leg is strong and straight. Parallel the hips. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down again. See if your front thigh can be parallel to the ground. Inhale. Interlock the fingers at the back. Exhale. Fold forward to humble warrior. Turn your left leg more to the left. Right hip backwards. Inhale, fold further down and see if your forehead can touch the front knee. Good job. Release the hand and place it next to the front face. Send the left leg back to three-leg dog again. Palms are strong. Lengthen the long torso and legs are strong. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank for Baladhasana. Exhale, knee, chest, chin down. Inhale, slide forward to cobra. Roll the shoulder back, gaze up. Exhale, tuck toes, hips up, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg between the palms. Exhale, left leg follows. Inhale, raise arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart center. So we'll work on another side now. Inhale, shift the weight to the right leg. Go into your warrior three by lifting up the left leg with control and lower down the torso slowly. Right leg is super strong and straight. Engage the quads. Inhale, extend your arms to the front. Sending the left leg back to the window. Good job. Exhale, take a big step back with the left leg and come up into a high lunge. Back leg straight and parallel the hips by sending left hips in forward and right hips backward. Inhale, extend your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, place both palms to the front face, next to the front face. Exhale, sending the right leg back to three-leg dog. Open the right hip, bend right knee. Engage the quads, engage the hamstring. Palms are working strong. Right leg step between the palms and come up to warrior one. Left heels down and turn into 45 degrees. Again, check the heel to heel alignment. Torso facing to the front. Reach arms up to ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, sit lower. Place both palms in front of, next to the front face. Sending the right leg back again to three-leg dog. Arms are strong, legs are strong. Exhale, back to downward facing dog.
Into a sitting position on the mat and take a rest there. I'll be demoing one of the transitions in the upcoming sequence. So if you're unable to see me, please feel free to come a little closer. Now, I'll be showing it in front. I'll be bending my left knee in a figure four position, planting the left foot on the ground, pointing at the side. My right hand is planted diagonally across the hips, not too far away and not too close. Taking the left arm in front of the knee, I'll either catch my inner edge of the foot or the shin. Now, begin to shift the weight forward onto the leg and the hand, and see if you can lift the hips up from the ground in baby grasshopper. The chest stays low here, and the hips are just inches off the ground. If you're able to get to this pose, release the foot, but don't let the leg touch the ground. And see if you can plant it in the same line as your other leg. Arms up in cactus, goddess pose. So let's try that all together. Come into a sitting position, legs extended in front. Bend the left leg at a figure four. Now, tap the left foot towards the other side. Squat down, arms in cactus, and goddess pose. Hips forward, knees back, shoulders are retracted, chest is out. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sink down deeper. Now inhale, extend the legs and reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Extend the legs straight, arms towards the ceiling, and fold down. Your toes can point towards the side. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, raise up slightly. Exhale, fold deeper. On the next inhale, turn to the front. Lift the back heel up, raise the arms up, and high lunge. Exhale, twist to the left side, and extend the arms to the side. Fingers are working to reach the mirror and the windows. Now, inhale here, and on the next exhale, reverse the warrior, touching the left hand on the back leg, right hand extended along the ear. Windmill the arms down on the mat. Front leg steps back and downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, knee chest chin down. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Now inhale, shift forward again to plank. Begin to shift the load onto the left hand, bringing the right hand up into side plank. Stack the right leg on top of the left leg. Once you feel stable here, lift the top leg, bend the knee, and step the toe behind you, coming into wild thing. Lift the hips up, rotate the chest towards the ceiling, and see if you can reach down towards the mat. Good job. Now slowly sit back down on the ground, facing the window side. Legs extended in front, lift up the legs, and come into high hold, arms reaching towards the front. If you cannot keep a straight legs, feel free to keep them at a 90 degrees. Spine is tall, toes are pointed if you have your legs extended. And let's hold it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your legs down on the mat. Let's do the other side. Bend the right leg at a figure 4. Plant the right foot down on the mat, pointing towards the mirror side. Take the right arm in front of the knee and catch the inner foot edge of the foot or the shin. Now slowly begin to shift the width forward into the standing leg and lift the hips up. Chest is low. Left hand is in chaturanga. Now let go of the left foot and step it in the same line as the other foot. Squatting down, arms in cactus, goddess pose. Inhale. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, straighten the legs and arms towards the ceiling. Look up. Exhale, fold forward, wide legged forward bend. Toes can point towards the front. Inhale, lift up slightly. Exhale, bend deeper. Now turn to the front. Lift the heels up and arms up into high lunge. Put the hands back down on the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. And step the right leg forward. Hands up. Twist the torso to the right side, extending both arms towards the mirror and the window. Inhale here, and on the next exhale, reverse the warrior, reaching the right arm back and the left arm along the ears. Inhale, stay in the stretch. Exhale, See if you can curl your hands down the back leg a little deeper. Now windmill down the arms towards the ground and step the front leg back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, knee, chest, chin down. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward again into plank. Now begin to shift the weight onto the right hand. Left hand points to the ceiling, stacking the left leg on top of the right leg. Side plank. Now lift the top leg, bend the knee, and place the toes down behind you on the ground, coming into wild thing. Lift the hips up, chest rotates towards the ceiling, arms overhead. Good job. Slowly sit back down on the mat with legs extended in front. And lift up the legs again. We're going for another boat pose. Keep the legs in 90 if that's what you opted for before. Hands straight towards the front. Spine tall and straight, sitting bones grounded. And let's hold it there for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs down. Take a rest.
Now we will do some back bending exercise now. So first, let's lie down on the mat with your belly. Lie down on the mat with your belly. We'll first do the bow pose, Dhanutasana. Bend both knees. Use both hands to grab the ankles from the outside of your feet. When you take an inhale, engage your quad and lift both legs and chest up. Inhale, legs and chest up. Hug in the thigh towards together. Draw the shoulder back and down. Gaze forward, leg relax. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, relax your head and legs on the mat. Turn the head to the left hand side. Let's take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Slow down the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's do the second round of bow pose. Let's bend our knees. Grab the ankle with both hands from the outside of the feet. When you're ready, take an inhale. Engage your quad. Lift up the legs and chest. You can do it. For this time, try to lift higher with engaging your quads and hug the inner thigh together. Draw the shoulder back and down. Stay away from the ear. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. You can release your hands and legs on the mat. Let's turn our head to right hand side. Take a few breaths here for rest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now turn around. Lie on the mat with the back. Grab one block next to you. Place it under the sacrum. Keep the shoulder and the head on the floor. Place the block under your sacrum. Shoulder, head on the floor. When you are ready, you can slowly walk your legs towards the end of the mat. We will stay there for a few breaths. It's a very good stretching pose before we are going to some back bending pose. Keep inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly bend both knees. Lift up your feet and remove the block from under the sacrum. Put away the block. Next, we will do the bridge pose.
Handstand. Keep both knees bent. Keep the legs close to your hip with hip distance. Press both palms facing the mat. Both palms facing the mat. When you take an inhale, engage the quad and lift the hips up. Inhale, hips up, press the mat firmly. Keep inner thigh together to the midline. Collarbone wide. Draw the shoulder inward. You can choose to interlock the fingers under at the back. Send the chest to the chin. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, you can release. Let's set our legs in butterfly legs, feet joined together to take a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's do the second round of the bridge pose. Let's set both legs on the mat. Step on the mat, bend the knees closer to the hip with hip distance. Both palms are pressing firmly on the mat. Take an inhale, lift the hip up. This time, try to lift higher than the last time. Engage the quads, draw the shoulder inward, hug both inner thigh to the midline. Inhale, try to lift higher. For last 3, 2, 1. Exhale, very good. You can release down. Let's set our feet together to butterfly leg again. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we will do our third round of the bridge pose. Let's set our legs. Keep the hip distance closer to your hip. Palms are pressing on the mat. When you're ready, inhale, lift the hip up. Try to reach as high as you can. Hug both inner thigh to the midline. Shoulder goes inward. Send the chest to the chin. Keep breathing. For last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Cross your leg and sit upright. Next, we will do the wheel pose. So I will do the demonstration first. When we are doing the wheel pose, we first lie down on the mat, set both of our legs closer to our hip with the hip width distance. For our hands, we will place it next to our ear and the finger pointing to the shoulder side. Hug in our elbow. When we inhale, we will first lift up our hip and then lift up our head and put the crown of our head on the mat. If you are a beginner or it's your first time doing it, you can just stay here. And if you feel comfortable, you can press the mat firmly and strengthen your arms to the straight arm wheel pose. After you get here, you can choose to send your chest out to open up your chest, or you can walk your legs backward to the hand to do a deeper back bend. When you exit, first slowly put down your head on the mat, and then the hip, and then release your hands and legs. So whenever you don't feel comfortable with doing the pose, you can always exit or lower down one level. And if you don't have any question, let's try it out. Let's lie down on the mat with the back. Set the legs, bend the knees, get closer to the hip with hip distance. Set your hands next to your ear, finger pointing to shoulder. When you are ready, take an inhale, lift up the hip, head. If you are ready, you can straighten your arms as well. Keep breathing. Keep the inner thigh to the midline. Widen your chest.
If you feel comfortable, you can try to send out the chest or walk your legs towards behind. If not, you can just stay there for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly come back down. Set our legs in butterfly leg again. We will rest there for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's not a very easy pose for beginners, so whenever you feel tired, you can always come down or lower one level of the pose. Last breath, inhale, exhale. Now let's set our legs again. Bend our knees with hip distance closer to our hip. Set both hands next to our ear, finger pointing to shoulder. Tuck in the elbow. Take an inhale, lift the hip up, hands up. Lastly, hands up, straighten both hands. You can choose to walk your legs toward the hand or send your chest out if you feel comfortable. Engage your quad, hug the inner thigh to get to the midline. Open your chest, hug your elbow. Last 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax. Slowly come back down to the mat. Very nice. Now let's hug our knee to the chest and roll from side to massage the spine. You can roll side to side or front to back. Both are fine. To massage the spine, you will feel better after doing some back bending pose with doing the stretching.
Now we're going to begin with our cool down. Let's start with Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Let's come to a cross-legged seated position with your right leg on top. Facing the mirror. Bend your right knee up. And then stand it across the left leg. And place the foot on the mat next to the left hip. Stack the knees on top of each other. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Bend the arm and place it on your left upper back, around your shoulder blade area. Then send your right hand to the back and bind the fingers together. Optional, if you have tight shoulders, use the towel instead. We're going to stay here for 30 seconds. Keep the breathing going. Round the sit bone evenly on the mat. Lengthen the spine. Open up the chest. And draw the left shoulder back. Inhale. Gently release the hands and cross the leg. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Come back to your cross-legged seated position with your left leg on top this time. Bend the left knee up. And then send it across the right leg and place the foot on the mat next to the right heel. Stack both knees in one straight line. Inhale. Raise the right arm up. Bend the arm and place it on your right upper back. And then send your left hand to the back and bind the fingers together. We're going to stay here for another 30 seconds. Keep the breathing going. Open up the chest. Draw the right shoulder back. And you might notice one shoulder or one part of the body is tighter than the others. And that's pretty normal for all of us. It could be because of our habits that we do in our daily lives, or it could be because of poor posture. Just simply work more and improve on the weaker side to create a more symmetrical and balanced body. Inhale, gently release the bind, and then cross the leg. Keep the seated position and straighten the legs in front of you. We're gonna do half spinal twist. Cross your right knee over the left leg and place your foot on the mat. Place your right hand behind the hips on the mat for support. Inhale and exhale. Twist your body to the right and press your left elbow against the right outer thigh. Twist and gaze back. You're gonna stay here for 30 seconds. Keep the breathing going. Round the sit bones. Lengthen the spine. Try to get your ribs closer to the thigh. Over the collarbone. Inhale, untwist the body, uncross the leg. We're gonna break on the other side. Cross your left knee over the right leg and place the foot on the mat. Place your left hand behind the hips on the mat for support. Inhale and exhale. Twist your body to the left and press your right elbow against the left outer thigh. Twist and look back. Another 30 seconds here. Round the sit bones, over to the chest, and try to press your elbows against the thigh to twist deeper this time. Continue with the breathing. Inhale, untwist the body, uncross the leg, keep the seated position with the straight legs. We're gonna enter Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Feet together, flex the feet. Inhale, raise the arms up, lengthen the spine, anterior to the pelvis like you're arching your back. And exhale, lead with the chest and fold forward. Use your hand to grab the outer edge of the feet to pull yourself closer to the thighs. Or maybe even try to reach the crown of the head towards your feet if you can. Rest your head on the knees or the shin if you can. You're gonna stay here for 1 minute. Keep the breathing going. Try to surrender yourself in this pose and let the gravity do the work. You don't necessarily need to push so hard to rest your legs. Just listen to your body and what it's telling you. Inhale, release the hands, and gently roll back up one vertebrae at a time, and lie down on your back. You're going to enter weight releasing pose. Bend your right knee towards the chest. Grab your hands on the shin, and pull the knees closer to the chest. Flex the left foot. Engage the left hip flexor to straighten the leg and keep it grounded. We're gonna stay here for 15 seconds. Relax your body, your shoulder, gaze up at the ceiling. Inhale. Unwrap the hands, unbend the knees. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Bend your left knee towards the chest. Hands on the shin, pull it closer to the chest. Another 15 seconds here. Flex the right foot. Engage the right hip flexor to straighten the leg. And keep it grounded. Inhale, release the hands, unbend the knees. Keep lying down on the mat. Now we're going to enter Halasana, plow pose. But before getting into the pose, I want to mention something about the neck. If your neck feels any discomfort or uneasy during this pose, please gently roll back up and place a small towel directly under your shoulders. So in that way, the curve of the neck isn't flattened against the floor. We want to take good care of our neck. Now we're going to begin. Inhale and exhale, bend the knees towards the chest. Straighten the legs towards the ceiling. Press your hands, palms down, next to the hips. Inhale again, and exhale, press with the hands, the arm, and the shoulders to send the hips and the legs towards the back until the toes reach the ground. We're gonna stay here for 30 seconds. Optional, if you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees if necessary. Or you can put your hands behind the back for support your hips. Hug the legs together and avoid turning the neck from side to side. Because that might injure the neck. Inhale to release, place your hands behind the hips for support, and gently roll back down onto the mats. And we're going to do the last pose of the day, Happy Baby. Bend your knees towards the chest. Use your hands to grab the feet and separate the knees apart. We're gonna stay here for 30 seconds. Use your hands to press down the feet to send the knees closer to the armpits. Or you can rock the Happy Baby from side to massage your back. Inhale, release the hands, release the legs, and come back to seated position with the cross-legged seated position. Now we're going to end the class with Sahanava Batu, which is a mantra called Praise of Harmony. It builds harmony between the students and the teachers. It improves the communication skill, brightens the mind, and also dispel ignorance. Join the palms in your heart center and follow my chant. Inhale.